And here I'll talk about the basics of the module system. And the module system is used at most of the HPC centers in Sweden, if not all of them, and in many other centers as well. And we will look at the most used commands for the module system and show how to find existing modules. So most programs are accessed by first loading them as a module. That means that you need to know what modules are in order to access the majority of the installed software at a center. And if you just try to run something like GrowMax or something else, and you don't load it first, then it will say there is no such program. And then maybe you think it's not installed. So you need to be able to use the module system to find these modules, these programs. So modules are used to set up your environment. It sets up paths to executables, to libraries for a particular set of software packages. So it's a tool to help users manage the Linux shell environment. And it allows groups of environment variables to be set or removed dynamically. And you can also have multiple versions of programs or packages available very easily, where you just load or unload a module, and then you can access a different version. They are at many centers, though not all, installed hierarchically. That means you need to load a specific compiler and or API version before you can load the specific software module. They have prerequisites. It varies, as I said, and we'll talk about that later. Many of the centers in Sweden use NMod. It's an environment module system that's Lua-based. Many, but not all, use the EasyBuild framework for building and installing software modules. It is an easy way of installing it, where you get a template and then more or less automatically are able to install the software. You still need to do some tests, of course. But this is for the admins to do. PDC also provides software as containers. They can be found in these places. And there should have been a enter here. I don't know what happened. I will check. Lumi has no modules and use containers only. It's important that you don't use those system installed versions that do exist. GCC, Python, etc. may have system installed versions. Most doesn't have, but some have. Don't use them. They will be old and probably don't contain a lot of packages and other things. Use a module when it's available. Always check if there's a module instead of just building software yourself, because it will take up space and take your time. It's easier if you just use the modules software. It's important to check with different capitalization, because maybe it's spelled Python with a capital P, or maybe not. And if the center has modules installed hierarchically, that's LUNARC, HPC2N, PDC, you must use module spider to check. Module available only list what you can currently load without loading anything else. So it will only show toolchains and MPI to begin with. If a software is missing that you need, ask it for it to be installed. We can often do that. So this is a short list of some of the most useful commands for the module system. Module in the list below stands for any software module. So it could be Python, it could be GrowMax, anything. So to see which modules exist, you would say module spider. So I will do module spider. And you can do that at all systems, including at those that has a flat structure. So you can see here, it lists everything. And another way of doing this is you can write module as ML for short. ML spider will give you the same thing. If you want to check on a specific module, then you would do module spider and that module instead. And that might be useful because otherwise you get a huge list. By doing it this way, you are also told which versions exist. It might be a bit of a trial and error because you don't know what it was named exactly, or if it's capitalized or not, but it's a way to check it. At the HPC2N, LUNARC, C3SC to some degree at least, and PDC, you should all use module spider. At UPMAX and NSC, and sometimes C3SC, you should use module avail. You actually get everything at those centers, but sometimes I feel it's still better to use module spider. At least I sometimes get better output. So if you're at one of these three centers, try with module avail and try with module spider and see what you get. See, I am currently at NSC, so I will say module avail. And I still get a list of everything. And I could also do module avail Python. And then it will give me anything that is named something with Python. But still, if I want to know all the versions, then module spider Python is better. So now you know how to look for them. How do you see which modules are loaded? Well, you can do module list or ML. And you load it with module load module or ML module. To load a specific version of a module, which you should, because we may change the modules, so the default changes. Then you should instead use, then you should always load a specific version, because if you just load like Python, then you will load the one we set as default, and that might change. And for reproducibility, you might want a specific version. Maybe it works best with that. But let's go ahead and check for Python 3.11.3. So I say module spider Python 3.11.3. And I'm told that in order to load it, I need to load all modules on any of the lines below. Some places, some modules you can load directly. This one here, you need to load something else first. So I will do module load, and then I will randomly grab this one here. So these are two modules. There's build tools and there is GCC. These are things that are used to build the Python code. You can load more than one module on the same line. However, you can also load them on one line at a time. But now we loaded the prerequisites. So now let us also load the module we wanted. This. And let's do module list or ML for short and see what we got. And you can see we got a little bit more than what we loaded, so it pulled in other modules. To get rid of the module again, you can do module unload Python. And then it's gone, and you only have those two prerequisites. To get more information about a module, you can do ML show module. You can do that before you load it. At hierarchical sites, you need to first load the prerequisites. You can also do module help module to get information about what is in it. So let's see what it says if I do this on the Python module. It tells me, for instance, that it includes the extensions here. And what you will find is that not a lot of packages are installed with it on NAISS. You can also do unload all modules except sticky modules with module purge. And that means everything went away except the sticky modules. That is very much not safe at PDC, but it's recommended at many other centers. Then you can make module collections to load and unload a bunch of modules, and that is what's recommended to do instead of putting it in your bash RC. So maybe you always need 3 specific modules to run something. Then you can make a collection and load all of it. We will check that in a little while. So, finding existing modules, to recap. Module spider always at these centers. At these centers here, you can find them with module avail. Then, when you want to know the versions, you still need to use module spider. And this is what I just did here. It's just that here it's shown for HPC2N instead, in this example. So let's take a short exercise. And you should try to whatever what I did. Try list available modules. Try with module spider, module avail, compare it what you get. Check for a specific software module to see if it's installed. See if it finds it with a different capitalization. So let's take 5 minutes and do it.